Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the beauty scenario tag. I've got all the questions in front of me on my laptop and I'm just going to be looking down and reading them out. Okay, so the first one says, you have to get rid of all your foundations and you can only keep one high-end and one drugstore. Which do you keep? I don't actually have a high-end foundation. I used to, but that was the MAC Studio Fix. If I had that now, I would keep that just because it really controls the oils on my skin and it don't leave me shiny and it's not cakey at all. But for drugstore, I would probably have to keep the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, just because it's just an overall an amazing foundation. It lasts so long on the skin, it's a reasonable price and it's just great. If you go for an interview and a lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth, oh no, do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? I think if I knew her, not that I would, but if I did, I would say, you know, you've got lipstick on your teeth. Obviously there's a really tiny chance of me knowing who she is. I would probably have to ignore it and just, you know, carry on, because I think that would be embarrassing. I wouldn't know how she would react. I don't know. I think I would have to ignore that. If you're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up lipstick, which one would you go for? So this is the one I would go for. This is the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet in the colour Olay Flamingo. It's just the brightest pink. It lasts for absolutely hours, even when you're eating and you're drinking. It's just a really good lipstick. Go back in time for a day to your teenage years. Oh god. How would you do your hair and makeup differently? So for my hair, I used to have a part-in, probably about here, and it used to go the whole way across my forehead. That was like the trend back in the days, and it just looked hideous. Like looking back now, it was awful. For makeup, I didn't really wear that much. It was just foundation, mascara. I never filled in my eyebrows. I remember when I was like 10 years old, I think, probably 10, I don't know, and I did used to wear lots and lots of green eyeshadow. You ask your hairdresser for a shoulder length Pixie Lott haircut, but they hear you wrong and you give, oh my god, and they give you a pixie haircut. Do you A, smile, say thank you, leave, call your mum and cry hysterically, B, cry in a chair and things get awkward, or C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? Oh my god. I wouldn't cry in the chair because that would just be awkward for everyone. I honestly don't know what I would do. I would probably just say halfway through whilst they're cutting it, I would probably most likely say, oh, why are you cutting it like this? Or just ask them little questions whilst they're doing it. But if I wasn't to look at what they was doing throughout the procedure of them cutting my hair, and I would just look up in the mirror and I would just see a pixie haircut, I would honestly literally don't know what I would do. If a friend surprises you with a 4-day city break and you have 1 hour to pack, which do it all palette do you pack in your makeup bag? So I would probably go for this. This is the Benefit World Famous Neutrals, just because you have 2 cream eyeshadows and you also have 4 little eyeshadows in here, but you can do day to night looks with these eyeshadows, so that's what I really like about them. So your house has been robbed, don't worry, everyone is safe, but your beauty stash has been raided. What's the product you really hope is safe? I don't think I would really, I don't think I would really care that much. I would be more wary of, like, I don't know, maybe my laptop and my camera, just because my laptop has everything on it and obviously my camera because I film with that, so I don't actually think I would be that bothered really. So your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition, oh my god. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same thing to them? I would probably A, just, you know, I would just pretend that I've not noticed, because I would feel really cheeky. So if they were a really close friend to me, I would just say, you know, what happened here? But I wouldn't really be too bothered about it. I'll just laugh it off, but I don't know. So that is all the questions answered to the beauty scenario tag. I tag all of you to do it if you want to, and I will be back with another video on Wednesday. Bye!